morning. This is Derek Chamblee, broadcasting from Chamblee, Atlanta, the next great American city, Battleground Zero, the epicenter of the 2017 Civil Defense of the United States of America. It's winding up on 7 o'clock in the evening here in Chamblee, Atlanta. The rain has let up. It was raining a little bit a few minutes ago. It's Thursday, July 27th, 2017, following the breaking news. This one, Nixon, Trump path, process of elimination, White House plumbers, oh my, something to that effect. We're picking up on an article just released, it's the New Yorker, written by Ryan Lizza, L-I-Z-Z-A. And we're going to pick it up in the beginning. The headline, not even picking up a headline here, but there's a big picture of the new White House communications director has become obsessed with leaks and threatened to fire staffers if he discovers that they have given unauthorized information to reporters. Photographed there by a Washington Post photographer. At any rate, we'll start from the top. On Wednesday night, I received a phone call from Anthony Scaramucci, the new White House communications director. He wasn't happy. Earlier in the night, I tweeted, citing a, quote, senior White House official, unquote, that Scaramucci was having dinner at the White House with President Trump, the First Lady, Sean Hannity, and the former Fox News executive, Bill Shine. It was an interesting group and raised some questions. Was Trump getting strategic advice from Hannity? Was he considering hiring Shine? But Scaramucci had his own question for me. Quote, who leaked that to you? Unquote, he asked. I said I couldn't give him that information. We want to stop right there because the information, as far as the source, the clue that the writer of this New Yorker article is giving is that it was a, quote, senior White House official, unquote. And so from that point on, a senior official, that's a small group. That's a small group. From that point on, it became the process of elimination. And whomsoever's doing this leaking out of the White House, especially the circle of the senior staff to our current president, Donald Trump, is probably going to be eliminated. And it reminds you, departing from the article here, it reminds you a lot of our former president Nixon, Richard Nixon, brought a very tight circle as his senior advisors to Washington when he was elected in 1968 and assumed power of office in January 1969. He brought two individuals that were connected with a California-based advertising company that had been very involved in his campaigns and crafting his particular campaign message and whatnot, by the names of John Ehrlichman and Bob Haldeman. And they formed a very, very tight inner circle around President Richard Nixon. In fact, H.R. Haldeman, Bob Haldeman, was the gatekeeper, and in essence, nobody got to see former President Nixon without Bob Haldeman's approval. And they were, because of their German last names, they were called the Berlin Wall. Now, back to the article. The White House communications, he responded by threatening to fire the entire White House communications staff. Quote, what I'm going to do is I will eliminate, here we go, eliminate everyone in the comms team and we'll start all over, unquote, he said. I laughed, not sure if he really believed that such a threat would convince a journalist to reveal a source. He continued to press me and complain about the staff he's inherited in his new job. Quote, I asked these guys not to leak anything and they can't help themselves, unquote, he said. Quote, you're an American citizen. This is a major catastrophe for the American country, so I'm asking you, as an American patriot, to give me a sense of who leaked it, unquote. Oh, my. And so the article, I'll just continue. Nixon-Trump path, process of elimination. In Saramushi's view, the fact that the word of the dinner had reached a reporter was evidence that his rivals in the West Wing, particularly Reince Priebus, the White House Chief of Staff, same position, by the way, of H.R. Bob Haldeman, were plotting against him. And we'll stop right there. Well, okay, they're plotting against him, but they're revealing a dinner, the President Trump and the First Lady. Is this a plot against him any more than it's a breach of you know, if President Trump wanted that dinner to be broadcasted, is this the way? Is this the way it's done? Through a source characterized by the communications director as a leak from a senior White House official? And you may recall, just in the past several days, President Donald Trump has urged the particular Republicans in the House, the Senate, to get his back, have his back, protect, follow up and have his back, and certainly that must apply to his immediate inner circle. So if the new communications director sees this as a catastrophe for the American country, if he sees this as being an instance where anonymous sources, or in this case, the process of elimination, it was a senior White House official. If he sees that it would be patriotic for the press to reveal their source, oh my. And so at any rate, this is going to rage back and forth as basically the headlines connected with this that are spinning off in the major media is that the White House communications director, using a bunch of profanity-laced rant, it's characterized as by some, and against the Chief of Staff and a White House advisor, Steve Bannon. So, at any rate, this is Derek Chamblee, CyberCitizen Network, CYRADYO, Chamblee, Atlanta, winding up on 7 o'clock, July 27, 2017. Nixon-Trump path, process of elimination. Thank you very much.